OpenAI, the company that put artificial intelligence in everyone's hands. For decades, artificial intelligence lived mostly in the future, in science fiction, research papers, university laboratories, corporate R&D departments. People talked about AI constantly, but relatively few people actually used it. It was powerful, complex, experimental, often inaccessible. Then something remarkable happened. Millions of people suddenly found themselves having conversations with artificial intelligence. Not engineers, not researchers, not computer scientists. Everyone. Students, teachers, writers, programmers, business owners, parents. For the first time, advanced AI became a consumer product, and the world began paying attention. This is the story of OpenAI, the company that helped bring artificial intelligence into everyday life. The biggest myth. Before we begin, we need to address one of the biggest misconceptions in modern technology. OpenAI did not invent artificial intelligence. It did not invent machine learning. It did not invent neural networks. It did not invent deep learning. It did not invent large language models. And it did not invent generative AI. The foundations of modern AI emerged through decades of research conducted by universities, research labs, governments, and companies around the world. The story begins long before OpenAI. The long road to AI. Artificial intelligence research dates back to the 1950s. For generations, scientists pursued a fascinating question. Can machines perform tasks that resemble human intelligence? The journey was anything but smooth. Periods of optimism, periods of disappointment, funding booms, research winters. Progress came slowly, then gradually, then suddenly. Machine learning advanced. Computing power expanded. Data became abundant. Neural networks improved. The pieces were falling into place. A new organization. In 2015, OpenAI was founded by a group that included Sam Altman, Elon Musk, Greg Brockman, Ilya Sutskever, and other researchers and technology leaders. The organization emerged within the Bay Area's growing AI ecosystem. At the time, artificial intelligence was already advancing rapidly. Researchers around the world were pushing the field forward. OpenAI entered an increasingly competitive landscape, but it would eventually distinguish itself in a crucial way. Accessibility. One of the most important moments in AI history occurred before most people noticed. Researchers developed increasingly powerful large language models, systems capable of understanding patterns in enormous amounts of text, generating language, summarizing information, answering questions, writing code, creating content. The capabilities were becoming remarkable, but there was still a problem. Most ordinary people couldn't easily interact with them. The technology existed. The audience did not. A familiar Bay origins pattern. Then came November 2022. OpenAI launched ChatGPT. At first glance, the product seemed almost too simple. A text box. Ask a question. Receive an answer. That's it. No specialized training required. No programming knowledge required. No advanced technical expertise required. Just conversation. The simplicity was transformative. Because powerful technology often becomes mainstream only after the interface becomes simple. Throughout Bay origins, we've seen a recurring pattern. Apple helped make computing personal. Google helped make information accessible. YouTube helped make publishing accessible. OpenAI helped make advanced AI accessible. That distinction is important. The technology already existed. What changed was public access. For the first time, hundreds of millions of people could directly experience advanced AI capabilities. The result was extraordinary. Adoption accelerated at unprecedented speed. Almost immediately, generative AI became a global topic. Businesses began experimenting. Schools began debating. Governments began studying. Investors began funding. Entrepreneurs began building. A technology that had previously been concentrated among specialists suddenly became part of everyday conversation. The visibility changed everything. Because visibility drives adoption, and adoption drives transformation. Perhaps OpenAI's greatest contribution wasn't intelligence itself. It was interaction. Historically, computers required people to learn the machine's language. Commands, menus, programming languages, technical interfaces. ChatGPT reversed the relationship. People could communicate using natural language. Questions, requests, ideas, conversations. The machine adapted to the human, not the other way around. A profound shift. One of the clearest signs of OpenAI's impact is what happened next. The entire industry accelerated. Technology companies launched competing systems. Governments increased investment. Research activity intensified. Global competition expanded. A new technological race had begun, not because OpenAI invented AI, because OpenAI demonstrated how quickly AI could enter mainstream life. If you've followed Bay origins, OpenAI fits into a familiar historical pattern. Earlier Bay Area companies democratized computing, information, commerce, communication, video creation. OpenAI democratized interaction with advanced artificial intelligence. A recurring Silicon Valley theme. Take a powerful capability, reduce barriers, expand access, scale globally. The pattern repeats across generations. Why OpenAI matters. Historians will likely debate many aspects of the AI era: its economic consequences, its social effects, its ethical challenges, its long-term significance. Those debates will continue for years. But one point is already clear. OpenAI helped transform artificial intelligence from a specialized field into a mainstream experience. Millions of people who had never interacted with advanced AI suddenly could. And once people experience a technology directly, the future begins arriving much faster. Bay Origins connection. Throughout Bay Origins, we followed a remarkable chain of innovation. Semiconductors made modern computing possible. Personal computers brought computing to individuals. The internet connected the world. Google organized information. Social platforms connected people. Cloud computing expanded access. OpenAI represents the latest chapter in that story. Earlier generations of technology helped humans access information. Generative AI helps humans interact with systems that can generate information. A subtle distinction, a profound consequence. And once again, the Bay Area served as a bridge between frontier research and mass adoption. Which brings us back to the question at the heart of Bay Origins. Why did it happen here? Perhaps because Silicon Valley repeatedly excels at the same process, transforming extraordinary research into everyday experience. The innovator's ledger. Lesson 1. Accessibility changes everything. OpenAI's breakthrough wasn't merely intelligence. It was accessibility. A technology's impact often depends less on capability and more on who can use it. Lesson 2. Interfaces matter. ChatGPT succeeded because interaction became simple. The best innovations often hide complexity behind elegant experiences. Lesson 3. Adoption can be more important than invention. OpenAI didn't invent artificial intelligence. It accelerated its adoption. Sometimes the company that changes the world isn't the one that invents the technology. It's the one that makes people care about it. Founder's question. OpenAI succeeded by making advanced AI accessible to ordinary users. What powerful capability exists in your industry today that remains hidden behind complexity? And what would happen if anyone could access it? Closing. OpenAI did not invent artificial intelligence. It did not invent machine learning. And it did not invent generative AI. What it helped invent was a new relationship between people and machines. A research field became a consumer experience. A specialized technology became a global conversation. And artificial intelligence moved from the laboratory into everyday life. The AI revolution did not begin with OpenAI, but OpenAI helped bring it to the world. This is Bay Origins, birthplace of the future.